Hello, welcome to Raining Acrylics. I'm so glad you decided to join me today. My name is Hannah Bull. I decided that I wanted to do something that reminded me of a sunset, so I decided on a golden sunset swipe with graduated colours, starting with really pale yellow and going all the way down to dark navy to mimic the idea of a sunset. For this piece, I mixed together my own colours, so I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly what paints were used or the amounts. But I started with a very pale yellow, which was Liquitex Basics cadmium yellow light hue mixed with some titanium white. I also mixed together a mid-orange, an orangey red, magenta, a mid-purple, pale blue, dark blue, and a really deep navy that was a mixture of phthalo blue and dioxazine purple to get a really dark, deep navy blue colour. My swipe colour is this gold, which is Liquitex Basics Gold, and that has been mixed slightly thinner than my other base colours. You can also see in this picture my yellow spirit level that I used to make sure that my canvas was perfectly level before I started to paint. Here's the pale yellow to show you the thickness of the paints. It's a medium thickness, so as the paint pours off the stick, you can see that it forms a slight mound in the cup. Not a mound on a mound, it's thicker than a pyramid, so it just forms a mound. The gold swipe colour, however, is thinner than the base paints, and it pours directly back into the cup, forming an ever such a slight pyramid, but mostly just falling directly back into the cup. I added 3 drops of silicone oil into all of my base paints and made sure that it was mixed in really well. With just one final check that my canvas is truly level, I am ready to start laying down the base colours. I'm using some old plastic file dividers to swipe the gold over my base colours. When I get to the end, I wipe the plastic on the edge of the canvas to help me cover the sides. Using my blowtorch to pop any bubbles to help the silicone rise to the surface and to form all those lovely cells. Now for my favourite part, it's time to tilt it to stretch it all out. I'm going to try and tilt off that gold colour, make sure that the canvas is completely covered as well as the edges. But I just love watching the paint move, and the cells that start at these really tiny little circles get to stretch out into these lovely, beautiful coloured areas with that gold acting like lacing over the top. Time to make sure that my edges are all covered and that I remove all the excess drips from around the edge. One final torch to make sure that there are no little air bubbles left in the paint. And this is the finished piece. I lost most of the blues, but I do love how you've got some streaks of that dark navy coming up from the bottom and mixing in with that purple. And I really love how the red and orange have worked together, and I think this top bit looks like molten lava. Absolutely love that. The camera's not really picking up on how that gold lace work really looks. I wish you could really see how shiny and sparkly that is. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and tell me what you think by adding a comment down below. I would also really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. Goodbye for now.